Hi y'all. Just want to give you some information about some boots that I find was kind of hard to find. I got 3 boots here that I've been using extensively from left to right. These are the new Meindl sold by Hoffman. These are the Hoffman Highliners, and these are the infamous La Sportivas. These I've had since fall of 2011. Went to line school with them. Used them about a year in distribution. These I've had since 2000, spring of 2014, so about a year. I use those every day between then, and I bought these a month ago in March 2015. So, that's some timeline here. Let's start in with these Hoffman Highliners. They were my first boot. They're a good boot. They are heavy, however, but I have the composite toe, which I liked. The wear on them was okay. I mean, I wore them every day in line school, and then I wore Carolinas when I went to lattice work because I didn't want to chew up in here too much. But the wear was fine. You did start getting some breaks in here midway through line school, or not line school, but working through the wet weather and whatnot on both boots. The reason why I stopped wearing them is because, as you can kind of see here, they started separating from the sole. So I retired them. I need to send them in and get them replaced and fixed. Hoffman will do that, and use them as a secondary boot. They were okay to climb in. Obviously, when you're a rookie climber, you don't know what's good and bad. I didn't have any major pain with them. However, for whatever reason, my foot had there's a band that goes across the top of your foot, and these boots killed that band. And I ended up having to do some sort of weird configuration with this in here. Skip one. Yeah, it's right here. Skip this hole, go to that eyelet, or skip this eyelet, go to this hook, and then go up in order to walk in them. You know, that was only me when I was at school. Now, La Sportivas, they are nice. They are light. They are a little warm in the summertime. There's a few things I do not like about them though. One, this up here is kind of chinchy leather. This down here is a suede leather, which is pretty heavy duty actually. But all this black here you see is not exactly heavy duty. This little cloth eyelet, I like to use it because I like a sturdy ankle. However, they come out, and that made it a pain. I had to skip that and do the hooks there, and I did notice it. The other thing I did not like about them was the sole and boot separation. A bunch of grass and water and mud and everything else gets down in there. And I know I could put some shoe goo in there, but it's just a pain in the butt. That should not do that. These boots were extremely comfortable to climb in, however. Everybody at work kind of gave me a hard time down here in Texas. I'm in the middle of Texas by Austin. But they were great for climbing. The reason is La Sportiva makes a very hard sole from toe to heel. While Hoffman and others puts a shank from about here to here, or dual shank, these are shanked, but they have a very hard sole the entire way across, which spreads the weight out even better. And I spent 4 hours on a pole one day with these and was glad I had them. The waterproofing sucks. First, second day I had them in the water, they leaked. So that was disappointing. But they are the most comfortable boot for climbing I had until recently. And the other thing with these, they are not safety toe. They have a hard rubber toe. They are not safety toe. They are meant for kicking ice, which is a mountaineering boot. Now, here are the Meindls. These are from Germany, sold to you by Hoffman. They are safety toed. They look tall here. Again, These are what we call, I think, 6 inches, 8 inches. These I know are 10 inches, and I think they sell these at 10. They are only maybe a ½ inch taller than my Hoffmans. Nothing noticeable. First thing you can notice about these, or at least I did, was this black band that goes across here. Hopefully this stays attached to the boot and doesn't do what the Las Sportivas did. I'm really hoping that isn't the case. However, I really like these boots for several reasons. One, these 3 hooks right here will make it so that your heel goes from about here, and when you cinch these down, it moves your heel and sucks it back into your boot, and you are locked in. It is very, very nice. And then you can get, there's this little eyelet here so your tongue doesn't fall around. Locked in so tight up here that you can almost cut your blood circulation off, but if you leave that tight up there, it will not loosen throughout the boot. You will stay locked in. These are on rollerball bearings down here. It's kind of a European idea. My Las Sportivas have it as well. I like it. It has saved my shoestrings, so that's nice. What Hoffman does is they buy the boot from Meindl. Then they come and they take the sole off. They put their dual shanks in here to here, and they put their sole back on. It is a line boot. It has a line sole on there, line heel. And I climbed in these the other day. They were fantastic. I give them every bit as praise as I do the Las Sportivas. I do like them over my Hoffmans a little bit. I think these boot is a little stiffer, and I like that as in stability. The Hoffmans are nice. They do fine. And I just get a slight edge for stability. Maybe strictly because of this, but for stability wise, I do like the Meindls quite a bit. The downside of the Meindls that I haven't dealt with yet is this right here. This is kind of a cheapish looking, squishy padded leather, I guess you call it, pleather maybe. A good stick might puncture it. I haven't had that. Obviously you wear pants over it, so I don't know. We'll see if that holds up or not, but I don't like that type of leather. I do like the suede leather down here, though. It is quite nice. My company is a little co-op. Well, it's actually the second largest co-op in Texas, but we do not have to have EH rated. However, these are EH rated. They are Gore-Tex. I had to climb a pole in this awesome spring rain we're getting, and I had mud and water up to about here and water just at my ankle line, and I did not get wet. It was probably so far the best waterproofed boot I've owned out of all of these boots. These have the Hoffman Dry Plus or whatever. They did okay at best. Whatever those have suck. These, obviously Gore-Tex, they are nice. However, they are the squeakiest boot I've ever worn in my entire life. It sounds like we're wearing squeakers. But you just hear that Gore-Tex working. This is lined from this stitch all the way down to the toe. It has a liner, so it's not only waterproof to here, it's waterproof to here, or wherever that stitch mark is here. So that's really nice. I haven't gotten that far. Hopefully I don't have to do much of that, but so far they've been working out well. I hope that stays. Now, the other thing that I really, really enjoy about this boot is putting it on and taking it off every day. I'm going to try and give you a slight demonstration. So I'm sitting down here on a chair in the kitchen. Kick off my baby. Now these are just tube socks from Costco. I wear them every day to work. Really like them. Watch this. No hand. Stick it on and it's on. It is so much like a ski boot. One-handed on and off and you're good to go. I'm not going to show you lacing it up because you all know that. But it is on and off easy. To take it off, I mean, that's pretty simple. It's comfortable and I like it. One thing I do want to mention about these Meindls is that they are pricey, $420. However, West Coast, other Hoffmans, same price. It's gonna be, you pay for what you get. I really like them. I saw them at the International Lineman's Rodeo and fell in love with them there. Got a pair, been wearing them every day for a month and climbed in them. Got some water in them, mud and heat. Well, heat I call it. It's March, but got up to 80 degrees. Wasn't bad. I really like them. I don't have to tighten them midday. I do have to tighten my Sportivas by midday. My Hoffmans I didn't have to tighten by midday either, but these will lock your feet in and you were there. Now, I'm from Idaho, living in Texas, and I'll tell you what, I'm glad I bought some Meindls, because if I ever go back to the mountains, they will support you for whatever you need. They're lighter than my Highliners by a slight margin. However, bigger boot with steel toe and everything. They are heavier than my Sportivas, but that's whatever. Sportivas, if you can get away with it, awesome for rodeo. They are awesome. They're light, they're comfortable, and they work great. But this year I'll be rodeoing in these and also working in these every day like I've been for the last month. So anyways, if you have any questions, write it down. I'll try and get back to y'all. Hope this helped. Like I said, out of these three boots, if I know what I know now, buying new, I'd buy the Meindls all day long. Have a good one.